Welcome, everybody. This is the first episode of the No Name Show. Today is Sunday, May 29th. I am Tyler Morales, and alongside me is Zach Peterson. So let's get right into it with some notable baseball stories from this past week. So what do you got for us today?
So Friday, Julio Urias, guy that you and me have been reading about for years, texting each other about him. He's got the eye thing that we always talk about.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't get that.
His one eye is like it looks like it's like sealed shut, but he wears.
He said it doesn't affect him, right? Because
like that. I've read it doesn't affect him, but I don't know how. Like, you watch him pitch, and like his left eye is literally sealed shut. Like
I don't know.
He's like a weird looking guy, but
I know. But listen, he's doing him though. It's all good.
yeah. The pitch to guy. I read in the beginning of the week you and me wanted to go to the game, but
it was too expensive. Too expensive.
$60. Yeah, I was like, come on. We're used to going to Mets games for like $15, and
that's what happens when they're good now.
That's what happens. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I was so excited to watch him pitch, and then I don't know, it looks like it might be a Blake Snell type deal where he gets one start and that's been sent back down. I don't know. They haven't made that official or anything, but I would imagine.
They did. No, they moved him down. Yeah.
Oh, they did. They did move him down. I missed that.
Yeah.
I don't know why Blake Snell didn't stay. By the way, real quick, moving to Blake Snell.
Yeah.
He did great. He pitched great that one start in Yankee Stadium. That was his only major league start.
You see, I don't get why teams just take up like Urias and Snell. I don't get why they just pull them up for one game.
Well, especially when they succeed, like Snell did. Like Urias, okay, he pitched 2 2/3, let up 3 earned runs, 4 walks. I mean, he did not look sharp at all. Like, he's probably not ready for the majors. He's still only 19 years old, so he's got a ton of time to develop. And the Dodgers are doing fine without it. I mean, they could use another pitcher, but as of right now, they're in second place by 4.5 games.
I still would have started him against another team, though, not the Mets. I don't know how I felt about that.
Yeah, in New York too, especially as a 19-year-old, that's got to be super nerve-wracking.
You could tell he was flustered too. Cause I rewatched his pitches, and he was like arguing with the umpire and everything. You could tell he was angry, and he was just uncomfortable.
Yeah, he definitely was. It was wasn't a good start by him going across from DeGrom, who pitched 7 innings, but really just talking about Urias here. So he didn't look good. That was kind of upsetting to see. I was really looking forward to watching him pitch.
Yeah, he's been blowing through the minors this year.
Yeah, he's been moving fast. Like, I mean, he's been a top 100 prospect at least for like 2 or 3 years now. Like, I've been reading about him forever.
Top 100 since pre-2014. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's been up there forever. And then also another pitcher making his season debut this year. Another guy that you and me both love, Yu Darvish. That's huge for the Rangers.
Remember him?
Yeah, exactly. That's huge for the Rangers.
Yeah, I know, because when him and Hamels, they're untouchable.
Yeah.
And
Yu Darvish he only went 5 innings. They're trying to limit his pitches early on, which makes sense.
I would do the same thing too, yeah.
But I mean, he had 7 strikeouts in 5 innings. I mean, that's great. Only let him 1 run.
He only gave up 3 hits.
Yeah, he looks just like the old Yu Darvish. And Texas is tied right now with Seattle for the AL West lead. Which is, speaking of the AL West, real quick, what is happening with the Astros?
Oh my goodness! Listen,
they're horrible.
I have no idea what's going on.
They're like terrible.
It's so bad. First of all, the Ken Giles trade was absolutely horrible. By the way, he is not,
for them. Yeah.
He is not good.
Great for the Phillies.
Yeah, I'm still shocked at the haul they got back, but yeah, Giles isn't. He didn't even win the closer job out of the spring training.
Yeah, no, he wasn't going there to be the closer. I think he was going there to be the setup man, because they already have
Gregerson.
They have a few good bullpen arms.
Yeah.
He's been really bad this year. I mean, I haven't looked in a few months because it was so bad.
He has a 5.75 ERA.
Yeah. Oh, geez, dude, that was such a bad trade by them. You can't I don't know. I just never like giving up the farm for a reliever. It just never makes sense. Like it never makes sense ever.
And it's not even like Correa's only batting .241. He's not doing so hot this year.
But that makes sense. Like people they're expecting too much from him. He's only 21 years old. I mean, I know people were saying like MVP this year and stuff like that. Like MVP.
I was all on there.
No, yeah, I was too. But it's like if he didn't get off to the hot start that people were expecting to, it was like bound to have it's understandable.
Even Jose Altuve has more home runs than Carlos.
Jose Altuve is playing out of his mind this year. If I was to vote for AL MVP right now, it's Jose Altuve.
Yeah, I'm not a 313 batting average, 15 steals.
Their pitching hasn't been great either. Keuchel's been horrible.
Yeah, I was oh man, Keuchel was one of those I never bought into him for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I mean, I know he like what I did toward the end of last season, like when he was pitching that wild card game against the Yankees, I was like, it's over. Before the game even started, I was like, it's over. Yankees lost.
It's like
Yankees lost this game.
It's
But
like in your first good seasons when you're like,
I never loved them.
it's like it's weird. I don't like pitchers that first their first good seasons like when they're 28 years old.
Yeah, it's the
All
same thing with
Yeah.
Colin McHugh. He's not having a good year either. He was their number two. I'm pretty sure.
Is Lance McCullers injured or is he playing?
I'm not sure. I don't even know.
He was my man during the
McHugh's got an ERA over 5. A lot of aces, or not aces, but yeah, I guess aces with ERAs over 5 this year. Well, high ERAs. Keuchel's got a 5.58. Harvey's over 6. Let's see.
Yeah.
What's Greinke's? How do you spell Greinke? GRE.
That's weird. I thought the I was always.
I thought it was I. I thought it was always I before A, dude. Except after what is it? I don't even know the rule. Yeah, but that's the weird thing. Greinke's ERA is at 4.71, and like nobody's talking about it. And David Price's ERA is over 5, but nobody's talking about it. But Matt Harvey's over 6, and it's like the end of the world.
I still don't know about David Price, even though he's 7-1 this year. I think I still don't know about him.
That's the weird thing. All of his stats are exactly like career averages, except for his ERA. Like his strikeouts are there, his innings pitched are there. His wins are there. Like everything is there. Everything checks out to be David Price except for that ERA. Like it's really weird.
I don't know how even still like everyone always says like he's like the number one. You put him there. He has good numbers, but I don't know.
Yeah, but not the postseason. He never won a postseason game. Like, that blows my mind.
He's another guy I've never really bought into. It's weird. Well, he won one. He's 2-7 in the postseason.
But they were. Oh, is he really?
Yeah. So apparently, I thought he never won.
I thought he lost every.
He beat Texas last year.
Oh, okay.
But he had a 7.20.
Okay, yeah. So he didn't really like beat them like himself. Yeah. Like he just kind of was in line for the win. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't beat Texas. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, Texas. Oh man, speaking of Texas against the Blue Jays.
Oh,
that's like the new Red Sox Yankees to me.
I need something to watch on TV, some good rivalry. Yankees and Red Sox are boring now.
Yankees and Red Sox suck. I mean, there's nothing like Giants, Dodgers, and since that guy got like killed in the parking lot, it hasn't been fun.
Yeah. Honestly,
is that guy okay? I haven't read it.
I don't know. I think he died.
He was in a coma or something.
Oh, yeah, I think he was on the coma for a long time. Remember?
Yeah.
And everyone was
horrible.
Like, the Dodgers games, you can't go there because like you could die.
Yeah.
After the stadium.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, like since that, police, I guess, have been involved. The games just haven't been as intense between Dodgers, Giants.
Good baseball.
And now Rangers, Blue Jays is like must watch whenever they're playing. Ever since that crazy 7th inning last year in the playoffs, which wasn't that long ago, but I mean, it's like it just feels like so much stuff's happened since then. There was the Jose Bautista bat flip,
and all this
fans throwing all that stuff on the field. All that was the craziest inning I ever saw in my life. And then obviously Rougned Odor punching Bautista in the face last week. That was awesome. That was pretty cool.
I love Bautista, but that was awesome.
Yeah,
but the thing is, all started over a bat flip.
Yeah, literally, it really has. It's kind of funny.
You want to hear something funny? I typed in Rougned Odor on Google.
Did his dad come up, or his brother, or his other brother, or his uncle? Which one? Which one of them came up?
This is out of left field. You're not even gonna think of this one. It says Rougned Odor's suspension means Jerickson Profar is back.
Oh, our old friend Jerickson Profar, the former number 1 prospect in 2012.
Oh man, what is his deal?
Is he okay?
I hope so.
He's been gone for like literally. He was the top prospect, and then he came up for a little bit, got hurt, shoulder surgery. I'm pretty sure, and then he's been gone for literally 4 years. But he's still probably like 19.
He is 23.
23, yeah. Still a decent age for a rookie.
He has 9 plate appearances for 3 hits.
He was the original like big shortstop prospect of all these current age shortstop prospects. And now you got Correa surpassed him, Seager surpassed him, Lindor surpassed him, Bogarts.
Lindor's a beat.
Put Trevor Story ahead of him. And there's so many good shortstops now, young shortstops now in the game. It's pretty cool. But yeah, Jurickson Profar was like the first guy, and now it's like everybody just forgot all about him. He's gonna come out of nowhere. Like he's gonna come out of nowhere and be productive for somebody somewhere.
The talent has to show up eventually.
Yeah. Then again, we have another guy, Dylan Bundy. We talk about him all the time.
Gosh.
He was another top prospect that just never
He gave up a walk-off the other day.
did. He really in the minors?
No. He's up.
He needs to be a starter, I think. Maybe he just doesn't have the stamina. I haven't really like kept up with him since he had
He like died 3 years ago.
struggled. Yeah, they literally just shut him down one year, and I just like he died after that. I never heard of him again.
Well, they said he's throwing 95.
Yeah, wasn't he like a 95 plus guy? Like wasn't he like high 90s?
Yeah, he was the man at one point.
He's a lefty, right?
I could tell you that in a second.
I think he is a lefty. I could be wrong though.
He throws righty.
Yeah, 50-50 chance of being right there. I got it wrong. Nice.
That's like when you go to the casino and bet red.
Exactly. And you get black.
But yeah, he's another. Who are any other minor leaguers that just like phased out? By the way, Byron Buxton scares me.
Oh, he's in the minors now, right? They sent him down a few weeks ago.
Yeah. I wanted to like him really bad. I still do like him.
I know, but
I don't know.
what if he turns into like another Billy Hamilton?
And honestly, that's all he's got going for him. He can't hit. He cannot
I hate Billy Hamilton. Billy Hamilton's the biggest con artist in Major League Baseball.
He got 100.
People think he's good because he can run, but like that's it.
He can't hit. He's literally okay. Actually,
He's like a decent. He's got a decent glove just because he can get to every single ball, and like he makes a few diving plays and stuff. He's pretty good, but seriously, once he's on the bases, he's like an absolute terror. Like he was pitching against the Mets, or he was playing against the Mets, and Syndergaard was pitching, and Syndergaard's really vulnerable to the stolen base, and he got on base, and before I knew it, he was at third. He stole 2 bases, and then he scored on a sac fly, and I was like, just get that. As long as that guy's just off the base pass, like, thank God, because he just runs all over you. Like he's so fast. But yeah, hopefully Byron Buxton doesn't become the next.
No, that's a good comparison though, because Hamilton's average
the next Billy
aren't
Hamilton.
good either.
Yeah,
like they're comparable. Because man, he's up there.
But
Swing.
I mentioned the Rangers a few minutes ago, how they're tied with the Mariners.
Mhm.
I think the Mariners got to make a trade in the middle of the season,
Yeah,
like for like a power bat, like
I
that'd
want him to be good.
There's a few teams a few good players this trade deadline that I really want to see moved. Like Ryan Braun, I sent you that thing earlier that said that the Phillies might be involved, the Mets, the Giants.
Yeah,
I said it earlier in the year. I think the Nationals would be a really good fit for Ryan Braun.
that'd be insane.
That'd be a really, really good fit. I read the other day Carlos Gonzalez to the Nationals though, which it'd be a good fit. But then you'd have 2 lefties back to back, and I always like to go righty lefty.
I want him out of that team already. He's been there just rotting away for so long.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really good player. Like, you look at his stats. As long as he's healthy, he's he's ridiculously good. But like I was just kind of like, obviously you forget about him because he plays. It's the same thing with Nolan Arenado. Nobody ever thinks of Nolan Arenado. I was texting my friends the other day, like pretty decent baseball fans, and like both big Yankee fans. But they were. I'm texting them and we're talking about Harper, we're talking about Trout, and I mentioned how nobody ever talks about Nolan Arenado, and they said who? I was like, what? You never heard of Nolan Arenado? They're like, no, who's he play for? And I'm like, the Rock. I'm like, he has more Gold Gloves than Machado, more Gold Gloves than Machado and Trout combined. Trout's got a Gold Glove or 2, I'm pretty sure.
Colorado has that way with players. They just hire.
It's crazy. Except Troy Tulowitzki had like the star treatment for like no real reason. I mean, he had like one good year, and the talent's always been there, but he's always hurt. He's hurt now.
Yeah, he's been.
The Blue Jays were made for Jose Reyes back.
Tulowitzki's been horrible this year.
Yeah, he. I remember he hit the first home run of the year this year in all of baseball, and then that's all I know about him.
He couldn't hit high fastballs. He just couldn't. When to start the year, he just didn't know how to. Literally forgot how to.
It's not like he's young though. He's like 32, and he's 32 and injury prone. That's like not a winning combination.
He has a lot of wear and tear in his body. He's been playing for a while.
They gave up the farm for that guy, dude. Whoever's the Blue Jays scouting director, I want him.
Yeah, I was
that guy knows talent. Like they've given up so much in the last like 5 years, and they're still relevant, and like they still have more to give every trade deadline. Like, oh my gosh, they gave up. Syndergaard. They gave up Darno. They gave up Daniel Norris. They gave up whatever they gave up in the Tulowitzki
deal. Daniel Norris. I forgot about him too.
Daniel Norris, yeah. Daniel Norris and Michael Fulmer are going to lead the Tigers rotation for the next 10 years. Fulmer's been pitching well. The guy at the Mets traded for Cespedes.
Yeah.
He started out kind of rough, but I think his ERA is below 5 now. But last game he pitched, I think he pitched 7 2/3 innings, and he was still pumping 97 on like his last pitches. So he's pitching really well. Yeah, let's see, 7 2/3, only 3 strikeouts, but 1 walk and no earned runs. So like, I mean, that's exactly what you want. Maybe more strikeouts, but I guess he's just not a strike. He's a contact pitcher.
The Blue Jays still have a couple of good players in their minor league too, which is insane. They have Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the 5th-rated prospect.
Yeah, I just have the like stat leaders up right now.
Yeah,
David Ortiz should not retire, dude.
I'm saying
He should not retire. He's batting .339.
No,
I knew he had 13 home runs and 46 RBIs, but I did not know he was batting almost .340
doesn't stop
at age 40. Like, do you think there's any chance that he's like at the end of the year is like, no, I'll be back.
I hear he got the farewell tour treatment and everything. I don't think.
Yeah, he's got to just go. Yeah.
Just let him go to the Hall of Fame already. And
oh man,
yeah,
he gets the Hall of Fame first ballot. I mean, I love Big Papi. I think he definitely deserves it based on the numbers. But like, he actually got caught doing steroids.
Like, no one remembers that ever since he had like the Boston bombing speech, everyone just kind of just gave him a pass on the stage.
Oh yeah, this is our effing city.
Yeah, and they kind of just like no one ever mentions it. Like
no
one brings it up anymore.
Yeah, it's weird. Did you
think,
hear Bill Simmons the other day on Francesa talking about?
I wanted to listen to that. I missed
where ranks in Boston sports legend like Mount Rushmore.
Did he give you a number? I want to guess.
Well, no, he didn't. Like, he didn't give a number. Francesa just rattled off athletes,
Okay.
and Bill Simmons said if Big Papi's higher, and he goes Bill Russell, and he goes higher. Like, nobody talks about Bill Russell in Boston.
No, yeah, I agree.
Nobody talks about Bill Russell.
I don't know. Yeah,
He says Ted Williams, and then Bill Russell says higher, and then he said Bill. Apparently Ted Williams was like hated in Boston. Like, not hated. He was a great player, but he was like an absolute dick, like to everybody, like to media, to fans, like no fans really like loved Ted Williams, other than the fact that he was like a great player. He said Larry Bird, and he said he's right there with Larry Bird. And then he said Tom Brady. He said no chance. Chance.
Tom Brady, yeah.
Tom Brady is God. By the way, speaking of Tom Brady, did you see last night I saw a video on Twitter. Julian Edelman got on stage at some concert.
Oh no!
And just he was on the stage, like, I don't know, they were saying "Go Patriots," whatever.
Oh goodness!
And he gets a hold of the mic and just screams at the top of his lungs, "Free Brady!" And the entire crowd like erupted. Like, it was so cool.
The free Brady.
It was like a rally cry.
They're serious about that Free Brady movement. They have like
You have to be.
Yeah.
Like,
I hate
Free Brady.
I hate that Deflategate thing. I can't believe that was still a thing.
I can't believe it's still around. Yeah, it's
Hey.
ridiculous.
Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is ancient history now. I'm trying to think so far back to that stupid Colts-Patriots game in Foxborough where it was freezing cold, and Tom Brady would have dismantled them with a little bit of a deflated ball or not. Well, the score was like 43 to like
6. So something crazy.
it was something like 43. I was going to say 43-6, but that sounded way too outlandish. But I think that actually was a score since we both think it.
If it was like a horrible quarterback, like a below average quarterback, like, I don't know, freaking like Josh McCown, who just like balled out in the playoffs, and everyone's like, oh, he deflated football, it's had to make an effect. Tom Brady does this every week.
Yeah, exactly. Tom Brady's a god. It's just stupid. Like, oh my god. And what are they trying to get? Like, what are they trying to get at? Like, what is Roger Goodell's end game in this whole thing? Like, what does he want out of this? Less ratings?
Take the fun out of it.
First week, you got Sunday night football, Cardinals Patriots. You want less rating? Like, is that Goodell's goal here? He wants Jimmy Garoppolo, however you say his last name, Garoppolo, starting against Carson Palmer on Sunday Night Football in Week 1. That's what he wants.
Garoppolo's
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Dude, Goodell's got to get out soon. He's got to get out of there.
Yeah, no one likes him.
Nobody likes him. Everybody hates him.
He took the fun out of the league.
I think I read on Twitter his kids hate him.
His wife left him.
His wife left him. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, I mean, you could say he did good, like, as a brand for the NFL. He's done good.
Yeah, well, like the NFL, like I can't even compare. Like we were talking, or no, you weren't there. I was talking about it to other people the other day, like just trying to compare like what the NFL is, like just as like an entity. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the only thing I can think of that's like as big as like the government or something. Like it's just
Yeah,
absurd. Like
yeah.
it's so huge and like it's just crazy to me. Like there's nothing that compares. It's so powerful and so popular. And like the government really is a bad analogy, but like I just couldn't think of anything that big and powerful.
Even with the people that say, "Oh, the concussions are going to take the ratings away," it is not. That thing's
No,
that
people are
thing's
still gonna watch the
If they
NFL.
ever, for some reason, ever cancel the NFL because of injuries, people are rioting. I'm going to be leading the picket line because I'm going to be.
Oh man, yeah, but it's the concussion thing is crazy. But like, so what? Like we lose out on some great athletes, but like we won't know the difference because they just won't have ever played football. You know what I mean? In 20 years, like we have all these athletes, and the best athletes will be, like there'll be like a big what if, like what if this athlete played football instead of playing basketball, and it's like you can't even think of that. What if LeBron played football instead of the NBA? Like just stupid things like that. You're always going to lose good athletes to other sports. Who cares? Whatever you have, people are going to like. It's just the NFL.
If football stays football, people are going to watch it.
Yeah. Speaking of LeBron, though, that's nice for him. Every game that this OKC series gets pushed back, not pushed back, but every like OKC or Golden State winning last night was huge for them. LeBron's going to be so well rested. It's going to be ridiculous.
That's the half of me was like, I really don't want to see Golden State in the championship, but half of me was like, keep this going because
for LeBron,
Cavs are going to be good. I really want Cavs Golden State. I need LeBron to have his moment. I really need it. I really need him to beat Golden State and just stop.
That'd be huge.
That'd
be so huge for his whole legacy. People would discredit it for like but just because it's LeBron and they discredit everything he does, they would discredit this championship for forever if he beats the Thunder. Even though the Thunder have a great team, and they just would because it's just LeBron. They scrutinize everything he does, but then people need to see him beat Steph Curry in order for them to. Yeah. They still won't admit he's the best. It's just ridiculous. People they love to hate him.
I honestly think I don't even know who's a better matchup. Honestly, I can't even say they're going for the better matchup. I don't know who I'd want them to rather play.
Well, for LeBron, it's definitely OKC
in general. Because I don't know, they have no one to guard. I mean, LeBron can guard Durant and offset.
But I'm just saying, for LeBron personally, OKC is a better matchup because who's going to guard LeBron? Yeah. Like on Golden State, you can stick Iguodala or you can stick Draymond on him, and
who's guarding Westbrook? That's the problem. Kyrie Irving is quick, but he can't.
Yeah. For the Cavs as a whole, I don't know what the better matchup is. But for LeBron,
on him, but Shumpert's not quick enough for Westbrook.
For LeBron,
kind of guy
honestly though, who in the NBA can guard Russell Westbrook?
Yeah, I was literally about to say you just got to contain him. Just make sure.
Who in the NBA can effectively guard Russell Westbrook? And that's the thing that's so scary about the Thunder. You focus on one of them, and the other one will go off. Speaking about Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, this could be their last shot though. They got to leave it all. They got to go.
I don't know if I want Durant to leave or not. I'm still a coin toss. I don't know who I want. I think I want him to leave.
Unless the Knicks are involved, I don't really care where guys go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just kind of let the chips fall where they may in like free agency and don't get too invested in it. If I saw the Knicks were talking to Kevin Durant, I'd get pretty pumped. But like if he's going somewhere else, I don't really care until it happens.
I never bought into the Washington thing because he's basically leaving Russell Westbrook.
They signed Scott Brooks. They're trying so hard. They're trying so hard.
Westbrook for like a poor man's version of Westbrook, but not. John Wall's obviously.
John Wall's pretty good, and he still has a high. Like he's still really young. He's still got a super high. So what is he? 23.
John Wall's. I mean, I'm just saying, like you're leaving.
No, I agree. Like
a lesser version of Russell Westbrook
with less ego.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and their team's not even good. They're horrible to Washington. They made the playoffs last year and didn't make it this year. They're not a good basketball team either. So I don't know. Maybe.
So
LA,
what do you think? LA, Boston.
Boston. Boston.
LA, Boston. The Heat. Speaking of the Heat, I think I was talking about it with my cousin today. I think I could like. So listen. All right. So they're gonna lose Whiteside, right?
What's his face? Pat Riley said that's the number one priority is to sign Whiteside.
Well, I would assume so, but
yeah,
you would think, right? Somebody's probably going to offer more money.
Someone's to give him the max. I think maybe like
a max. Yeah. And then Chris Bosh is a huge question mark.
Yeah, he might die.
So right now you're losing those two players. And then do you think that Dwayne Wade is going to take less money to play with Luol Deng and Dragic? Like, that's not enough for it. I was talking about it with my cousin today. I seriously think that Dwayne Wade is going to be a Cavalier next season.
You know what? I thought that like a few years ago. I thought that a few years ago.
Especially now with Bosch being a huge question mark, and like he said today he wanted to play on blood thinners, and the Cavs were like, "There's no way." Like,
And Wade's unrestricted, so he can
Exactly.
the match an offer, so he can just go
Exactly.
wherever.
He can go wherever he wants this year, and I think him going to the Cavs that'll solidify them for another few years,
That'd
and
be so fun.
get a couple more rings under his belt, solidify his Hall of Fame career, help LeBron out. I could totally see it happening, man. I think he'd be a good fit for that team.
Yeah, Wade's still I would love if he goes to Cleveland. Wade's still good though. Wade's still really good.
Wade is still really good.
At 19 points a game this year.
Mm-hmm.
He's the third best shooting guard ever. The third best ever behind Jordan probably.
And who?
Kobe. I can't think of another shooter better than him. Honestly, I can't really.
It's kind of weird how the shooting guard position, like,
it
hasn't been a great since. Like, it recently became like a.
Yeah, it doesn't date back to that far.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a weird thing that, like, I've just never thought about that. It's just something I never. It's such a small, like, little thing that I never would have ever thought about. But yeah, when you said that, I knew Jordan was going to be one, and I wasn't sure if you were going to say Kobe too, but I couldn't think of anybody else. So
yeah, I can't think of, like, everyone's just like Julius Erving.
I hate that I have to give Kobe so much respect because of the 5 rings and the 1 MVP. I know Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade doesn't have an MVP, does he?
I don't know.
I don't think he does.
He's a Finals MVP. He doesn't have a regular season MVP.
Yeah, but he's got what, 4 championships?
He won. What did he win?
3. He won 1 with Shaq, and they won 2 with LeBron, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's definitely a Hall of Famer. But I think that'd be so sick if he was in the Cavs. It'd be so fun.
Who, Wade?
Yeah.
Oh, he's first ballot. There's no question. Yeah.
Oh no, I said I'd be sick if he went to the Heat.
Oh, I think he's
no, he's 100%. He is a Hall of Famer, but he's 100% first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that draft class would have 4 in the first 5 picks.
Everybody except
Darko Milicic, who we should have put.
But he has a ring.
I
That's
know.
my favorite part about the whole thing. Wasn't that the same? What? No. They won right before that draft.
Wait, does he have a ring? He does have a ring. 2004.
Pistons won in 2004.
Yeah, he has a ring.
But he got drafted in 2004. He got drafted in 2004.
He has a ring. He has a ring. I'm literally on his Wikipedia page. He has a ring.
On that 2004 team, not with another team?
He was drafted in 2003.
But is it from the 2004?
Yep.
Oh, they drafted him in 2003. Yeah, that was the 2003 draft. Yeah. Dude, how crazy is that? They got him and then won a ring the next year, and like that draft didn't even matter. Imagine if they took Carmelo.
I know. Or Wade.
Or Bosch.
Whichever one. Or Bosch.
Take your pick. If they took any one of them, and they already had a championship team, it was like the Len Bias thing with the Celtics. They won a championship. They got him. Fortunately, he had to die. Obviously, you know the Len Bias story, but it's like the same thing. Like you could have just built. Oh my god, that would have been so cool.
You don't even know what they would have needed. They would try to choose the best player available because they had Chauncey Billups, who's an all-star.
Maybe Melo playing like with Ben Wallace and like Rasheed Wallace would have like toughened him up at a young age, and like he would have been a tough defender.
That person probably would. Whoever they got, Carmelo or Wade, probably wouldn't even start on that team because
no, he wouldn't have. Their starting 5 was Chauncey Billups, Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace,
Rip
Hamilton. Yeah, with the mask.
Yeah, I don't even know if he would have started in there.
That was a 6 starting 5. We were in 4th grade when that happened. I remember that.
Were we?
I remember watching that. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember watching. That was the same year as the Mouse at the Palace.
Oh, that was legendary. I remember staying up to like.
I remember I was on vacation. That was in November. I was on vacation.
That's one of my favorite NBA moments. I'm sorry.
At Disney World. I was in the 4th grade, and I was in the hotel, and I saw it on SportsCenter when SportsCenter used to be cool.
Yeah, SportsCenter used to be awesome.
SportsCenter sucks,
and
dude.
they like broke down every punch.
How bad is SportsCenter now?
Awesome. Oh, SportsCenter! I can't
watch it anymore. I usually watched SportsCenter my whole life, like for baseball news, like in the summertime, because it's really the only time I get to watch SportsCenter.
Yeah.
And I used to watch, and I'll watch it for like the NFL recap. But now that I have like NFL Network and all that stuff, and MLB in the mornings in the summertime, I'll throw on MLB Network, or I usually watch Dan Patrick in the morning, honestly. But if I have time, I mean, usually at work or something. But I'll usually watch like Dan Patrick. I refuse to watch SportsCenter now. I don't know any of the personalities. Like, I don't like any of the personalities, the new guys they have on there. They're not.
I like
they're not,
this. The Scott Van Pelt thing was a
Definitely Pelt's all right, but
was
it's
a, was
but
a
they,
cute
they
little
stick them
idea.
on it. They stick them on at like midnight where nobody can watch them.
Yeah.
It's
And-
just
Yeah,
stinks.
and all the people are leaving. All like the good hosts, they go.
They're firing them all. They're getting rid of all the people who probably like command money and like have a personality because they don't want to stir up any sort of controversy.
But even though I hate Skip Bayless, he does have personality and he does draw views, and they just let him go. Even though Fox Sports won't give him $10 million.
That's insane. That's still kind of crazy to me though. Like literally, just give me that much money to just go on a sports talk show and just say the unpopular
Just the unpopular
opinion
all the
that
time.
nobody's talking about. Just it's like it's crazy.
He loves
It's
the
funny.
villain. He loves it.
It's so funny. But so we touched on the Thunder series. I mean, it's good for great for the Cavs. That game last night was sick. I never really say that players are clutch. Like, I don't know, just because I feel like clutch is such a hard thing to define. Like, LeBron is clutch, but like sometimes LeBron isn't clutch. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
No,
I hate calling a player clutch. You know what I mean? Klay Thompson.
Oh my!
Oh my God, that guy is clutch. I watched that game last night, and it was just like he was like absolutely unconscious in the fourth quarter. Drilled everything. What do you end up with? Like 41 points or something like that? 39 points?
He had 11 threes, yeah.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
His hot spurts are some of the most fun you'll ever watch. It's insane. He does this like random quarter. Like second quarter, he scored 39 one time. I think it was last year. He just randomly goes off.
I was gonna say there was the one quarter last year where he had 39,
and it's just like
just insane.
he'll make a shot. He'll be like, "There's Clay, hit another one. Oh,
Yep.
there he is again. Five more. Like
he was unstoppable last night. And the Thunder all season there was. I mean, they didn't know how to close out, and last night once again couldn't close out. I mean, they had that game, but Steph Curry's gonna be Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson's gonna be Klay Thompson. And
Who do you think wins Game 7 then? Golden State's home.
In Golden State. No, yeah, I know it's. I mean, in Golden State, like, how can you not go with Golden State? I said it before this past game. If anybody was going to come back from 3-1 this year, it was going to be the Warriors. I mean, they won 73 games. I mean, what do you think?
Man, I
want to go with the Thunder. Obviously, I'm rooting for the Thunder hard, but it's like just the way that the Golden State won 2 games ago, the way they came back last night, it just seems like they. And honestly, it would be best for LeBron to play and beat the Warriors. If LeBron wins in Cleveland against the Thunder, people are going to talk about for the next 20 years how he had a soft road to the championship. That's what people are going to talk about. They're not going to say oh, but the Warriors didn't make it there, which is another stupid thing. We talked about it before we went on here, that the whole 73 win thing. Like there was that one shirt that Scottie Pippen wore. I saw somebody tweet the other day. I think it was Big Cat from Barstool. Tweeted the picture that said 72-10 doesn't mean a thing without the ring.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen had on. Yeah.
It doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything. 73 wins. You're the 2007 Patriots who lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl.
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't.
No.
But we talked about this before the 73 wins. I honestly think that if LeBron had told one of those Miami Heat teams, what was it? They had like a 29-game win streak or something.
Yeah.
If he told them, what season was that? That had to be 2012, right?
That was
when they beat the Thunder, or was that 13?
I think it was the year after when they
13.
I think so. Yeah.
So I mean, that team, like they were clicking on all cylinders. That team was sick. I honestly think that if LeBron told them at the beginning of the year, we're going for the 96 Bulls record, people would have been all on board, and they would have done it. I just think that the NBA regular season, all that it's there for is just
getting to
the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you're in the playoffs, it's a whole new season. Mm-hmm. And I think that if LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, if they all got together at the beginning of that season and said we're going for the record, that they could have done it. And I think that's what the Warriors did this year. I just think that in the NBA, like every team doesn't try as hard as they can every night, which I think is different from the 90s. I think teams did in the 90s when Jordan was doing it, which is why I'll always think that his record's more impressive. I think the NBA was just tougher in the 90s.
I have the unpopular opinion that there was less star power in the 90s. No, I don't.
Yeah, I agree.
People always say the 90s are better, but like the talent now is insane.
There was a handful of really good, like a handful of.
There was. You had.
There's always.
Jordan, Pippen,
a lot Like just in the 2003 draft class, like you were talking about, it's just ridiculous. Like the amount of talent.
Yeah, the unpopular opinion is to say that the 2000s are better, which I really think it was. I just don't think the 90s had the athletes that that are now.
But I would have liked to have seen today's players play the way that they played in the 90s with like the physicality and stuff.
Like
You know what I mean? Like the tough defending, the hard fouls. Like it is kind of a soft league.
no, it's definitely soft, but I still think they would have adjusted. Though I don't think they would have sucked. Like people.
No, I don't think they would have sucked either. I'm just saying. I was just saying. I would have liked to. I would like to see today's NBA players just playing that just for fun, not because I want to compare them, just because it would be more. That's more fun basketball to watch. Just tough guy basketball.
It was wild to see Steph Curry.
Speaking of tough guys, Steven Adams.
He's won my heart. I hated him at Pittsburgh.
I didn't hate him. I just wasn't like I was totally indifferent. And this guy is sick, dude.
Yeah, he won my heart over. Yeah,
he's less than a year. He's a year older than us, which blows my mind because I haven't shaved in a week, and I look like I've got like blonde peach fuzz on my face, and this guy doesn't shave for a night, and he wakes up with a full beard and a Raleigh Fingers mustache.
Yeah, I think he's won America's heart.
Dude, how can you not love this guy? He's so badass. Like everything about him. He's got the sleeve. He's got the long hair. He's got the mustache. And the other night I'm watching him. He's down at the post. He gets a rebound. Like three guys are just hacking him, and he just goes right up and dunks it. The other day he dunked on Draymond Green. Payback for kicking him in the nuts. That was cool. But I tweeted the other day. Steven Adams is 22.
Yeah,
and your friend Jakeem quoted it and said it looks like he's at least 45. And then I responded to him and I said, I think in Australia they count by dog years or something. Like there's no way that guy's 22. I refuse to believe it.
Someone I know that went to Pittsburgh, just tell you the kind of guy he is, saw Steven Adams, had 3 beers in one hand, chugged them all at once.
I saw an interview with him on TMZ the other day, or not on TMZ, but on YouTube. Like TMZ Sports has that account or whatever where they show them finding athletes and stuff. But he got confused for like that guy Khal Drago on Game of Thrones, and he was like, they were like, oh, did it? Was that good? Or he was like, and I can't do an Australian accent, but he was like, yeah, it was pretty cool. It got me into some clubs and stuff. I was like, sick. Like that's so cool.
Oh man, I've never actually seen Game of Thrones. This guy. He definitely could pass him.
Yeah, that guy's so sick. That I have not fully caught up on Game of Thrones, but that guy, he was in it for such a limited period of time, but he was like one of the coolest characters in any TV show that I've ever watched. Like there was one episode where he just slit a guy's throat, like reached in and ripped the guy's throat out and just killed him.
That's something I would see Steven Adams doing on a basketball.
It was so bad. Oh yeah, I could see Steven Adams doing that to Draymond Green tomorrow night at Oracle Arena. We're gonna see it happen.
That'd be awesome. I'm down for that, honestly.
I don't get why the Thunder haven't really utilized Enes Kanter at all. I feel
he can't play defense. He is one of the worst post defenders you'll ever see.
He just never plays.
That's the reason Anthony Morrow doesn't play. He can't play defense either.
Yeah.
Kanter is such a bad. I think statistically he's one of the worst. Okafor was the worst. I think he was one of the worst too.
Kanter, I think, still only like 22 as well.
Before he went to Kentucky, but never played. No one.
I saw an interview of them. The two of them, Adams and Kanter, the other day, and they're called the Stash Bros.
Stash Brothers, yeah.
It was such a funny interview. You got to check that out later. It was like 16 minutes long, and they were just talking about their mustaches and like their. Steven Adams, honestly, watching that interview, is so knowledgeable about basketball. Like while I was watching the interview, I just got the impression that like someday he's going to be like a coach, like Kevin McHale, Phil Jackson, like big man on the bench, tall guy sitting on the bench.
That'd be awesome.
Like you got to see this. Like I was really shocked by his basketball IQ. Like he was breaking things down and like breaking down Enes Kanter's play from like the last 3 years, and it was just sick. I was like, wow, this guy knows his stuff. Like he's like a student of the game. It was pretty cool. Just like you wouldn't expect that from looking at him.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
I expect him to chug 3 beers at once. That's what I expect.
Yeah, exactly. Madison Bumgarner. Have you seen that picture?
Yeah.
Like every round of the playoffs, Madison Bumgarner would add like 2 more beers and just take him to the face. That's so cool.
Listen, if you went with World Series, I would have done the same thing. I think he have 3 rings.
Yeah, he's already got 3. So does Buster Posey. They both have 3 rings, and they're both like 26. I think Madison Bumgarner is like 26 or 25. Like he's 26. Still so young. That blows my mind. Yeah, Buster Posey's a little older. I think he's 28, but
yeah.
But Madison Bumgarner being 26 is just like the craziest thing in the world because he's been around forever. He's been around for what, 7 years? Their first championship was in 2010, and he was on that team. He was a 19-year-old.
Jesus.
So, like, he's been around for 6-7 years now, and like,
It doesn't have that.
and he's still got so much time left. Like, it's crazy. He's so good. Love that guy. Used to hate that guy. Now I love him.
I was the same way. I couldn't stand him. Now I was like, all right, you're.
You know who I'm about? You know who's Bumgarnering me right now?
Go.
Just take
Bumgarner.
one guess.
We should do that. That's a good one.
That's good. Bumgarnering somebody that we used to hate, but they've performed and made us love them.
I like that. We can start that.
All right. Well, so we'll start it right here. Somebody who's Bumgarnering me right now is Jake Arrieta.
Oh man,
He's 200% Bumgarnering me.
The perfect one. I was the same way. I used to hate.
I didn't hate him. I was like, there's just no way this guy's this good. And like
30.
Every time he takes the mound now, it's like, oh, this guy's just so sick. And he hits the home runs like Bumgarner does. Like, not that the Bumgarnering thing is going to be specifically about guys who are literally like Bumgarner, like baseball, but just guys who I used to hate or not like, and now I'm like in love with and just think they're amazing. But Bumgarner was the first in my life that ever did that to me.
Man,
like he just.
I'm trying to think of one now.
He just became so smart.
You put me on that one. Oh man, I can't think of it. That's the thing. Arrieta's a good one though. I would thought if you told me to say one, I would have said Arrieta too.
Yeah, I don't know why. At the beginning of this year, I'm like, there's no way he's going to keep this up. And he has, and he's been just as good.
His year was adorable. That's fun. You won a Cy Young, but then
his year was adorable. I still wouldn't have given the Cy Young. Well, it's just because it's the same thing. Like I have the same thing with Kershaw as I have with LeBron, where I think he deserves every Cy Young or MVP, and I want him to win just to solidify his place in history. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think LeBron should win MVP every single year, and I want him to. And when people don't, I get when people beat him out for it because media is sick of giving it to him. I get salty. So like last year, Arrieta definitely had a sick second half of the year, but I think Kershaw definitely. I mean, Kershaw could have won it just as easily, I think, and I was mad that he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Kershaw could win it again this year. He's got the lowest ERA in baseball. And Arrieta is behind him.
He could win it every year if you wanted to, honestly.
Oh, he could. Drew Pomeranz is second in the league with a 1.70 ERA. That's wild.
That's a fun name.
Yeah.
Forgot about him.
The top six, right? The top five right now is sick. It's Kershaw, Pomeranz, Arrieta, Syndergaard, Bumgarner, Hamill. There's just Rich Hill. Yeah, Jason Hamill's right there.
And Rich Hill.
Hill, Jose Quintana, Chris Sale, Steven Matz. That's the top 10 in the ERA. Mets got they got Kershaw tonight and they got Quintana tomorrow. It was supposed to be Sale against Harvey, but I guess Sale got bumped up and he's pitching today or something. Because I saw the Mets are missing Sale. They lucked out there. Harvey's going to figure it out tomorrow. I'm calling it right now. You heard it here first.
You call us every. You
heard it here first. I put it right before we start. I'll tweet it. Harvey's back tonight. But I actually read today that they found something in his delivery that he's like stopping his arm at a certain spot, and that's forcing him to lose control. You know, they could pump me full of any sort of garbage right now, and I'll believe it. Whatever they say, I'm gonna believe that's what's going on with Harvey. If they say, you know, Matt Harvey's got an ingrown toenail, that's why he's been pitching bad. I'll be like, get rid of the toenail. Let's see him pitch.
Just never clipped it. That was the problem. Just never clipped it.
But it's like he forgot how to. He kept forgetting to pee, and he had the blood clots. It's like he forgets to cut his toenails.
True. He forgot his
He's a forgetful man. Come on, he's a forgetful guy.
He forgot he played baseball. That's what happened. But I think I found as you were talking, I was like, man, I was still gonna be on the Bumgarnering thing. I was like, who is mine? And I figured it out. I used to hate this guy, Ben Roethlisberger. I used to dislike the hell.
I don't know. I feel like my Ben Roethlisberger feelings have gone opposite from his career. He was like rookie year Super Bowl. I was like, this guy's pretty sick. And then like the whole rape thing, he raped a few women. And like
I was like, yeah, and you know what? I don't think he's that. Then the past couple years, I'm like, wait a minute, he's pretty good.
No, he was pretty cool.
Guy's pretty good. Yeah, that's definitely mine. I used to dislike.
Inside story about Ben Roethlisberger, Ross Sherman, who I don't know where he is now. Went to our high school.
Real fast, my dad told me today that he gets signed with the CFL team. I don't know what it is.
Fun.
That's no fun at all. But listen,
yeah, hopefully he could play there and prove himself. But anyway, Ross Sherman, he went to our high school and we played football, or I played football with him, and we grew up in the same area. And he told our high school football coach, because he was originally on the Steelers, went undrafted to the Steelers. He said that Ben Roethlisberger came out to practice with like a bucket of balls, through like media, just a wave of media surrounding him, taking pictures, trying to interview him. He literally walked out on the field, put the bucket down, threw 6 balls, and went back in the locker room. Was done for the day. Like, did you see that video a few weeks ago where it was like
when they were throwing the bags at him.
when you've been a 5 or whatever 10-year starter and you're not afraid of losing your job, and they were throwing the bags at the backup, and he's dodging them. They're throwing them at Roethlisberger over his head. He's jumping up and swatting him down and still throwing the ball. It's like, it's just a joke. Like when you're that solidified, like the Eli Mannings, the Tom Brady's, Ben Roethlisberger's, Philip Rivers, the guys who've been Tony Romo, the guys who've been there for about 10 years. The job security there is just awesome.
Yeah.
Like you got to have no fear in the world with those jobs, unless you get hurt or something.
Yeah.
But so Ben Roethlisberger is the guy that Bumgarnered you?
Oh, man, yeah, he definitely did. Yeah, I'm on his Wikipedia now to scroll. I'm like, yep, he got me.
He got you.
I'm a huge fan. I would make sure to drop him almost every year in fantasy.
Do you have him last year?
No, freaking Duffy took it from me.
Of course he did. So great. But speaking of the NFL, I saw the other day Derek Carr came out and said that he thinks Khalil Mack could get 30 sacks this year. What do you think about that?
A lot of sacks. He had 16 last year, I think. I'm looking at that.
I know, but like
15.
Still what, 23, 24?
Yeah, he's got to be 24, 25. 25. That's
30 is so lofty, and there's been so many great defenders in this league.
And he's going to get double. Well, I don't know.
I've never had – I mean, 22 and a half is a record, Michael Strahan, which is surprising that Michael Strahan owns it. Michael Strahan was a great player, Hall of Famer and everything, but, like, growing up, I'm a Giants fan. He wasn't even my favorite Giants defensive end at any point. Like, it was always Justin Tucker, Osi Manura. They were my guys.
But, Khalil Mack he definitely can get 20 because
he can definitely get 20, I think.
The defensive line is so scary.
He had 4 or 5 last year in one game against the Broncos.
Yeah,
I think.
If I can find it, I'll tell you.
When Osweiler was starting, I'm pretty sure he had 5.
Five.
Yeah, that was a sick performance.
He's only going to draw more double teams and stuff, but that Raiders defensive line.
But now exactly. Now they beefed up that D line. They beefed up their whole defense. They won't be able to just focus. Like last year was he probably had 16 sacks while still being double teamed. And now like he probably will have less pressure on him this year than he did last year because people will be focused more on their entire defense. It's just him.
Yeah, that's going to be next year's.
Kind of scary.
They're going to be on next year's NFL darling, the Raiders.
Oh yeah. Thank God, right? The Raiders are like one of those franchises in the NFL that are like they're supposed to be good. Like Like I'm super biased. The Giants are in that, Patriots, Packers. Yeah, I want to say Cowboys, but the Cowboys haven't been good the last few years.
Our lifetime Raiders haven't been good.
49ers, Raiders. No, I know, but I'm just saying, like historically, like these are like the teams that are like the usually the elite of the NFL, like consistently.
Yeah, just we haven't really experienced.
In our lifetime, the Raiders haven't been huge. But my dad's told me about like in the 70s, 80s, like when the Raiders are good, the Raiders are like.
Oh my goodness, their defense used to be crazy.
It's like the Knicks. When the Knicks are good, like New York is the biggest basketball town, but like when the Knicks are bad, you wouldn't know the difference. So it's like when the Raiders are good, I'm sure California's football crazy, but when
Oakland still those fans are wild.
Yeah, they are pretty wild. But they don't sell out, though, because a lot of times they get blacked out because of lack of sellouts. It's kind of interesting. Did you read that what's the guy's name? The owner, Al Davis's son.
What's Mark Davis?
Mark Davis. Yeah, that sounds right. He said that a move to Las Vegas would unify Raider Nation, which I didn't – when I first saw that they were thinking about moving to Las Vegas, I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, you got to be kidding me. Like, it just seems like such a gimmick, you know what I mean? Like, Las Vegas. But looking at a map right now, I mean, Las Vegas it's north of Los Angeles, and it's south of San Francisco. So I can't tell how many hours, but I'm pretty sure it's like a 6 or 7 hour. I'm pretty sure it's like a 7-8 hour drive to get from Los Angeles to San Francisco or Oakland.
Yeah.
But if that's like a halfway point, then all the fans of Los Angeles could go there, and they would have about an equidistant drive as the fans from Oakland. And it probably would unify Raider Nation more than I would have ever thought. I honestly I thought it was a stupid move, but then when he said that, I was like, that's actually not a bad point. Like it might be pretty good. They should probably if they were smart, they'd move somewhere like random, right in between both, like Fresno or something. Where both those cities can get to them, because I think they have really strong fan bases in both cities.
I want you to Google Mark Davis right now.
Mark Davis.
Google Mark Davis. Just look at his hair.
Oh no, I know the redhead guy with the bowl cut.
This is awful.
It's so bad.
I've always seen it, but like this one picture I'm looking at is just so bad.
No, they're all horrible. Every single picture I'm looking at here, they're all terrible.
Oh my goodness.
God, this guy's ugly. He looks like Voldemort, dude. He looks like Voldemort from Harry Potter.
It looks like if Donald Trump wasn't rich.
He looks like what was the guy's name? Donald Stern? Not Donald Stern. Sterling? Sterling?
No, the Clippers guy.
The Clippers guy who hated people who weren't white. That's the nice way to put it.
Oh my God, this guy's hair is insane.
No, it's so weird. Like how doesn't like your wife or something tell you that's
is he married? I'm sure he's married. He can't be. No way. I'm gonna look it up.
Dude, but you know what's worse? Al Davis in half these pictures. I'm looking at this one picture, Al Davis with a huge gash in his forehead and like band-aids, and there's like clearly blood like just seeping through
he always
his eye. Like what's happening with this guy?
Always had band on his.
This guy was on his deathbed for years.
Yeah, he always had band-aids.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was the king of drafting fast people and band-aids.
And Sebastian Janikowski.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Mark Davis is ugly though.
Yeah, he's a weird looking guy.
Oh goodness.
So you got a That Boy Good this week?
Oh my goodness, you put me on the spot again.
That Boy Good's this a segment we're gonna try and do once a week or every episode. I don't even know.
Yeah, we'll do once a week. That sounds good.
We'll do once a week. It's gonna be our MVPs of the past week. I'm gonna have to go right with the guy I was praising earlier, Klay Thompson. His performance last night. I'm gonna throw him in there. He's gonna be my MVP of the week.
Oh my goodness, you put me on the worst spot right now. I was not ready for this.
I just figured we had to start wrapping things up. We were kind of just getting off topic, looking at pictures of Mark Davis's hair.
Dude, oh my God, that hair! I'm still looking at it. I'm trying to think of this. Oh God, my player of the week. Who we got here? Let's go with. Man, this is a good.
It's very hard.
Hello, Babar. This is very. Damn. Do I have to go someone from the Cleveland Cavaliers? I don't want to say LeBron. It's so cliche.
Go whoever you want.
That's not fun.
Baseball or something.
Oh my God, I don't have one. I don't know. You know what? Steven Adams, the hell of it. Man chugged 3 beers in the party. Let's go with Steven Adams.
Oh yeah, Steven Adams. All right.
He threw a one-hand bullet pass that threaded the needle one time in the game.
I saw that.
Beautiful.
That was a nice pass.
You're my man. You chug beers. Listen, let's go to Pittsburgh one day. We'll bring him along.
Oh, we should. Oh man, that'd be awesome if we. I would love to just meet Steven Adams. There's like a handful of people in this world that I want to meet. Steven Adams is on that short list. For some reason, Ellen DeGeneres is really high on that list.
Steven Adams, maybe you can make that.
Like it's not 1 and 2 by any means, but like. Just whenever I think of celebrities that I want to meet, for some reason, I don't even like particularly. I obviously do love Ellen DeGeneres, but I don't like watch her show regularly or anything. But she just seems so nice. Like I just want to meet her. Steven Adams is on my Ellen DeGeneres list of celebrities I want to meet.
There you go. Ellen DeGeneres list. Steven Adams is up there in top 5.
That's my list of celebrities. That's what I'm calling it. So yeah, we're gonna try and do this 2 or 3 times a week. We'll see.
I got school stuff.
Yeah, exactly. We're busy college students in the summertime.
But yeah, you can do that.
So yeah, we're gonna try this a few times a week. This is the No Name Show. Zach Peterson, Tyler Morales.
Adios.
Adios.